YouTube. What's up, guys? Today we're going over settings video. These are the best settings I found to be the best. Kind of similar to the old one, a couple new changes. This also includes the main one, which people hate, is you can't run and reload at the same time. There is a setting that you can do that, so don't worry. I got you. Like, subscribe, share with a friend. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you guys are liking the new map, the new play style, all the Omni movement on it. I think it's a whole lot different, but I'm liking it. I'm posting my first gameplay, my first dub. That'll be on later. Yeah, guys, let me know in the comment. Don't forget to like. I'll see you in the next one. All right, so we'll start right here under controller, button layout. This is preference. I do default. Now, 7.7 is what I like the most, what I'm most comfortable with. Sometimes I'll switch to 6.6. Most I'll go to is like mixing some 8.6, 8.9, some 6.9s, some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But 7.7 I find is like the sweet spot for it. We'll go down. You can copy these if you'd like to. These are all pretty much default. Turn the vibration off. You don't want anything moving on your controller while you're trying to focus and do some movement at the same time. We'll go to dead zone right here. This is what I do for dead zone. Left stick max. Your left stick is going to be more important than your right stick, all right? So it doesn't matter what controller you use. I use the Scuff and Vision Pro. But when you are aiming, let me move this out here. You want to basically move your left stick the entire time. That is going to activate your aim assist, not your right stick. You don't want to do a whole lot of work with your right stick. You want to do most of your work on your aiming with your left stick. I know, it sounds weird. But if you move that side to side, then you're going to get more aim assist. So we put that down. The left stick min, we put that at 0. Because we want it to be like instant aim assist, instantly locking on the best that we can. And then also for the max, we put that at 77 because basically whenever your stick gets to that reach, that's when your automatic tack sprint, stuff like that. So it's like instantly working as fast as it can. But you don't want it to be too instant in case you're trying to like creep up and stuff like that. So let's go to right stick min. We have at 2, right stick max, we have at 99. Like I said, that one doesn't even really matter too much. You really you aim with your left stick. And then I put my triggers at 0. I know a lot of people put it at like 2 or something like that. If it's not just randomly firing and stuff, then you're good. I wouldn't worry about it. I have trigger stops, so I don't have to worry about it because my trigger stops are pretty instant. If you use the bumper layout, where that's my grenade, the default. But if that's your shoot and everything, you might want to switch those to 2. It might be a little more sensitive for you. Okay, over to aiming. We'll hit show more here. I keep all these at 1. Sometimes I'll mess with the multiplier focus to like, I don't know, sometimes sniping or something will feel a little bit better if you switch it to like the 0.90 or something like that. But for the most part, I think they're all pretty good at like 1. Really, if you want to aim in and have something slower or faster sense, you can switch that if you want. That's preference. And then we got look inversion, aiming settings. We'll click on that. Now this is probably set to gradual to start. You want this to be instant. So switch your ADS sensitivity transition timing. That should be instant for you. The rest of it dynamic. I think it's set to standard. You want it to be dynamic. Now if you hit show more in the aim response curve slope scale, you can mess with that. Yeah, you could go off somebody else's if you want, but it's different for every person and every controller. It is completely different. So I like to just keep it at 1. If I start having some problems or something, I feel like I'm not getting enough aim assist, I will just start moving it a little bit. I think in the last game, I was at 65 at one point, and then I switched it to like around 85 towards the end of Warzone 3. So I'm just going to keep it at 1, see how it does for now. And then if you want to copy these, we have target aim assist on, ADS aim assist on, motion sensor behavior off. If I click on motion sensor advanced settings, those are all just basic. Here they are if you want to copy them. Go over to movement now. We have tactical sprint assist. I don't think this is default, so make sure you have that set. Show more, that's what I got right there, just basic. And then I have mantle assist off. I did use a low mantle assist in the last one. I might switch that, but for the most part, you're probably gonna want it off unless you're okay with accidentally slipping through some windows and off ledges. But I think we're gonna keep it off for now while we're still getting used to the movement. Crouch assist off, that's preference too. I think that would get annoying. Corner slice is also preference. I like it. I think it kind of feels a little more natural, so I'm going to keep it on for now. Especially I was using Car 98 sniping a little bit earlier and I was doing a little peek. It was kind of nice. All right, slide behavior. I do tap to slide. I know a lot of people are doing and then I also, if you hit show more, I put it on short. I know a lot of people are doing the hybrid mode though, whereas you would basically do your slide button, which is my back button, and click your run button at the same time to do the dive. So that could be preference too if you like that. I'm kind of a fan of just how I have my tap to slide. The dolphin dive doesn't seem too like, unless they come out with something like some really good combo, it doesn't seem like it's really it, you know. You're probably gonna slide more than you'll dive. But yeah, I do tap to slide and I put that on short. So automatic airborne mantle, I have that on. I have sprint restore on, slide and maintain sprint. Yeah, that's a big one. Make sure that is on. Parachute behavior, I have that off. Unless you're AFK all the time, turn that off, because you don't want to pull your chute until like the last possible second. You'll just get shot out of the air. Easy kill. Mantle cancels reload, I have that on. That could technically be preference too, but moving to advanced settings, we'll click on that. Just have that as toggle off, on, tap, single tap sprint, trigger on, all basic, vehicle settings. That could be preference. We'll go over to combat now. Aim down sight behavior, yeah, hold, typical. All these are pretty much normal too. Make sure you're applying armor plates is apply all. So when you hit, or when you hold Y, it'll just apply all your plates. You're not doing individuals. I do C4s all at once too. I don't do one by one. You could throw 2 C4s out and then click it once for one, click it again for the other one, or you could do it like all at the same time. I prefer all at the same time. If you do go to overlay advanced settings, you could switch it so that you use your stick to move through your inventory. I don't really want to do that yet, so I think I'm going to keep it like this. Now, the biggest one right here, combat advanced settings. We want to go down there, and we will go down to sprint cancels reload. We want to turn that off. That'll make it so that you can sprint and reload at the same time. I don't even know why this is a feature. It makes 0 sense to me. Now, another one is interact to reload behavior. I have prioritized to interact. I think I used to have it as tap to interact. I'll see what the differences are. It doesn't seem like too much of a difference, to be honest. It's tap to reload and interact, tap to interact, hold to reload when they are available simultaneously. I'm pretty sure that's basically what tap to interact is, though. I could be wrong. So we're just going to put it on prioritize interact for right now. And then these are the rest of my settings for that. All right, now we're heading over to the graphic settings. Okay, so we want to do full screen exclusive. You don't want to do full screen borderless. It gets like a little bit wonky at times like that. So got your monitor, graphics card. Make sure your refresh rate is up the highest it can go. If you're not using 1440, that's crazy, dude. I mean, if you're still on 1080, I feel bad for you. Maybe we'll have to do a giveaway in the future or something like that. I don't know. You're missing out. You're missing out. I'll tell you that. Even if you're on console, for real. Okay, and then make sure you got NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency on. Some people are doing on plus boost. You really just need on. The rest of them, VSync off, custom eco mode preset. You just copy all these settings. Go over to quality. I have that set to custom. Render resolution has to be 100. Go down, nothing big here. Fidelity cast is your upscaling sharpening. That's what you want to make sure you're using. All right, if we hit to show more under fidelity cast, we'll have balance. I changed that to 50, 50, quality. Then we have balance, 30, and 80 right there. Then VRAM scale, we have that to 80, variable rate shading on. Now, these ones are like the more crucial ones. Now, all these you pretty much want to do very low, low. These ones, with the detail quality and particle resolution, you could put this to high. I'm putting it at normal. You could also put it to low. Really depends. You can put them to normal if you want like the good in between. It really depends how you want the game to look, or if you want more frames, whichever one you want to prioritize more. I put mine to this, low and normal for now. I might switch that later, but I think for now that's good. And then the rest we put low, minimal, normal. Just scroll down, you guys can copy those. Scroll down a little more. All right, now if we switch over to view, make sure you hit apply every time you change it as well. You don't want to screw that part up. Have to go through them all over again. Field of view 120. I switch between 120 and 117. It's like kind of like a good luck thing. I usually keep around 117 mostly, but most people play around 120. You know, you want to do affected on ADS, otherwise you'll be playing in 120 FOV, but then when you zoom in, when you scope in and everything, it's not affected. So you're playing on like 60 FOV or whatever the standard is. And then you want wide 90. I mean, third person doesn't really matter, you know. You make sure you turn your world motion blur off and weapon motion blur off, or you're just gonna feel like you need to throw up. That is the most disgusting thing they ever added. I understand for the realism, but other than campaign, it's just not something you want. Now, there's the rest of them. Now we'll switch to audio. All right, from the top here, put master volume at 100. Anyone that tells you this distorts the volume is just wrong. That's a total lie. They're just trying to, I don't know, I guess, find an easy advantage over you. I do gameplay music 0, dialogue volume 90, effects volume 100, cinematic music. Kind of dig it, not gonna lie, put it at 50. Now we go down more, speakers. So I have a Go XLR, it goes through that. speaker output, stereo. Honestly, if you're playing the small map, Area 99, there's literally 0 footsteps. I already have like 4 clips in the one game I played. There are 0 footsteps. The guy's sprinting right at you. It doesn't really matter, end of the day. Big map, I heard some footsteps. Still need to play it some more, though. We do Treyarch mix. Again, do not pay the $20 for the enhanced headphone mode. That is so stupid. Like, if there's no audio in the game, you can't hear an advancement of that. You know? So it's really just a cash grab. It's all fake. These are my settings for the rest of them. You can just copy that. Move down a little more. There you go. I put my hit marker onto classic too. You can do default, but I like classic personally. And then if you want to go over to voice chat, make sure you have these on if you want your voice chat, proximity chat, and stuff like that. You might think you're voice chat banned, but you're actually not voice chat banned. You just have certain things like all lobbies set off. If you have it set to just your party, then your party will hear you, but the enemies won't hear you on prox chat, but, you know, you'll hear them, so you get a little confused there. Next one, we'll go through the interface. This could be some preference stuff, but let's go check this out. Okay, so we're in the interface. We're on global right now. If you go down low to the telemetry, go down there. You can put your FPS counter on. I put my server latency and packet loss to see if I'm getting any of that in the top left. We'll go over to gameplay HUD now, and then you can change that if you want. I put mine all the way in. And then if we go to minimap, you want to put it as square. If you want, you can do round, but if you put square, you'll see more of the minimap, so you have more of an advantage, especially with UAVs. I've always done that. Everybody does that pretty much. We go down some more here, and you want to make sure that this is the big one that people are changing this year. So you have your crosshair. You can put it on. You can have your crosshairs if you want. You can choose right here, or you can do center dot. A lot of people are doing center dot, so there's not like a bunch of stuff going on in the middle there. You just have that one simple dot. All right, now after you put a center dot, you can pick larger or largest. I do larger. You know, sometimes that's the chode's a little too much. You know what I'm saying? So we can go down here, and I'm doing this color. This is what DS Biffle and people are doing. The eye catch is this like yellowy, like the color of a tennis ball, basically. That's why they use it for tennis balls. It's easy to track for that small thing. That sounded weird. So this is the color I'm using. If you click on it, you go to hex. It's FFFF00. You just type that in. That's the color. This is making it a lot easier for people. It's just a center dot. That's the color. I know even like the Rick uses this as his enemy colors for their name tags and stuff like that. So I'd say give that a shot. And then the rest of it's all just basic default stuff. Also, if you guys have not seen, there's these Monster Energy skins that were free rewards when you buy a certain amount of cans. I'm getting some new codes, and I will be giving away free codes in some of my videos going forward. So make sure you're subbed and checking out actual YouTube videos, not YouTube Shorts, actual YouTube videos. I will have them in some of the videos. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but I think I'm just going to randomly throw them in some videos. So if you're watching and you see the code, it's first come first serve. You can type it in, maybe get yourself a free monster skin. I might even label it free. I don't know yet. I don't know. You'll have to see. Pay attention to the thumbnails and everything. We'll see. But I will be giving out free content in that way, at least. And then we have a Scuff. And then we have a Scuff controller giveaway in the future. It's just an Xbox one. It'll be a brand new one. That'll be coming probably in like a month or so. So stay tuned for that stuff.